Okay, so I don't really know how to do this stuff, but this is my first video. Uh, it's gonna be a tutorial, you probably saw in the title. So basically today, I'm gonna be showing you how to start an ATT server on the Quest. There's not really videos to record on Quest, so yeah, but basically I'm gonna be showing you how to start in a server, the most efficient way to get gear and everything else you really need to start an ATT server. So let's just get started by getting a bag. First is go over to the Dust Bowl. Now the Dust Bowl, when you spawn it, is just up over, there's the spawn, go all the way up and around to this big arc. This will be the location of the Dust Bowl. So you know, always collect these maps. You can find these all scattered up to the map, which will help you learn the map. Okay, we've arrived at the Dust Bowl and at our first chest. So what you want to do is you want to find items like this. This is a lantern, really good, and leather. This is used to make your bag. Now the reason why you need this lantern is because with the lantern, you're able to decraft it inside the crafting house, and you're able to get iron. Now what iron is really important. As for, it's better than copper, and it's really easy to get starting out. Now, if your server doesn't have the desmelter, which is what you're going to use to desmelt the buckles, you kind of have to start with copper and move on. You just start with copper and move on from there. It's kind of set, but yeah. Okay, another tip, if you're playing a public server, just search the ground. You can't find things that other players have left behind, like I just found this handle, which you'll definitely be using later, so put that in there. Putting the Dust Bowl, there's different chests which you can find around, like there's one right there. So what I recommend doing is from the first chest, walking through the big arc, through the area, through little rocks. If it's not opened up yet and there's a bunch of black rocks, you need to get dynamite, heap, terracotta eyes, or fireworks to open it. After that, you can make your way all the way up those stairs, over this arch, into the first chest. Now in here, you got really bad loot, but here's fireworks, if you can just open up the rock wall. These are worms. You may encounter them inside of the Dust Bowl, and I wouldn't really bother with them, just walk away, because you don't have that much good gear to fight them. The next chest is located after you looted that one. Walk all the way back through this arch, go up these stairs, continue along this path right here. You'll find your third chest. Now, always collect money, as you can be useful later. Here's dynamite for opening up explosive walls, and another handle. We should hold on to that. Now, after you have came back from that chest and walked around, instead of going that way, we're going to go up these stairs. Now, we're going to take a right. And here will be the next chest. So you can see we found more leather and a cauldron. This is another item you want to be looking out for whenever you're looting the Dust Bowl or any other map. Now just from here, if you walk straight ahead, there's going to be another map and another chest. Make sure to always get your map and loot the chest. Now from to the next chest, you want to go from the chest, you want to teleport up these. Go up these stairs and through here. Now there also might be more explodable rocks that you need to open. Now continue down the path to the next chest. You'll soon find it next to this big structure. Now if you find a cauldron or any other materials that can hold liquids, you can use it to put in this here and instantly leave. There is one more chest that is optional. I don't go for it because it's kind of tucked away from all the ones. I'll show you where it is if you want to go for it, but if you don't, you can just leave right here. From this chest, you want to go back over here, down these stairs again, all the way back down to the arch, leads to that one back there. You can drop down from the arch and continue down the valley. Ooh, look, another lantern. Now, at the end of the valley, he will be the last chest. This is completely optional, and a crystal worm will spawn here if it's the first time anyone has entered. After you have finished looting the Dust Bowl and getting all your items, you're gonna make your way over to the crafting house. The crafting house is gonna be where you're gonna be able to make all your items. To make your way over to the crafting house, here's the first chest at the Dust Bowl, and you wanna go straight. You want to go straight down to the path where you just came from at spawn until you see training grounds. You're going to go that direction. Once you make it over to the training grounds, you're going to go this way towards the building. And there it is, the crafting house. From here, you want to grab your item, so in this case it's the lantern, and place it on one of the tables. Now after this, you're going to need to find flint. If you don't have any flint on you, you can leave out through this little doorway, and behind this tree there could be some flint spawning. If there's not any flint, there's more. Flint can spawn at this main area next to the spawn. Now you want to place your item on the table. Now you want to get your flint, and you want to use it as like a flint and chisel, basically. So you put your flint on the thing that you want to chisel. If it starts vibrating, that means you're about to hit it. Now just hit it with the other thing of flint. Materials. So as you see, we have 33 buckles and 4 plates. What we can do, if you don't have enough leather, there's other locations that you can go loot. There's the mines, which is located just behind the mining house and town hall, and there's the mountain pass, which is right next to the town hall. Mountain pass is where I'm going to be going, just as an example, because it's the least dangerous place. Remember, get all the maps. You cross over through the bridge. Past this little lake. To this section right here, there will be a shrine. We'll cover that later in a separate video about skills. If you continue down from the path over at the shrine, you'll make your way over to this entrance. Map. If you want to go for the loot, go to the right, and if you want to go just straight to the chest, go to the left. Well, we need loot in this case, so we're going to go to the right. Go over this log, over another log, and into the small cave will be our first chest. As you can see, there's a bucket. These are really good for materials and wood, so we're going to be taking this. See, we found a hammer, so we're able to actually get a nice starting weapon. There should be our first crates. Now you can use a flint pick or any sort of weapon to break these crates and vases. These things will carry multiple items like leather strips. They carry leather strips, or leather, which is what we're kind of here for. After you finish looting up here, continue on this path. You should see a bridge. Go underneath it. After you go underneath the bridge, take a right down these wooden stairs, over this log, and then take a left to the rock path. This means you're on the right track. You can see a chest just up there. As you run through the path, go around here, and there should be a ramp. Go up the ramp until you see the first chest. And here there could be leather, could be handles, never really know. After you go up the ramp right here, there should be a little like arena fighting area. Go over the bridge, take a right to the other bridge, and just keep on following the path until you get all the way over to the next map. As you can see, it's right there. Whenever you make it to the map, there should be a rock. Go around this rock to this bridge. You'll find another bridge with rocks on it to our second loot spot. Now, if you find any of these potions on the ground, I recommend taking them. Those are recall potions. They will send you back home to the spawn without having to walk all the way back. After this loot spot, you can head all the way up over to this little structure where there will be another chest. Wow. After you loot that chest, come right back over here, and come over to this little section right here, and you're able to just slide down without taking any damage, or not that much damage. After you looted this place, if you find one of these purple potions, shake it and drink it. This should teleport you back to this area, so you're able to go back and make your bag. Enough stuff to make your bag, but you're missing one crucial thing. You need a hammer. To make a hammer, you're going to need some copper. So first thing, we're going to go over to the quarry. Go over to the mines. Instead of actually going down, you want to take this little path right here, which will lead you down here. Will be a little path that you want to take. When you come up here, this will lead you to the path to the quarry. Continue following the path, and you should get there. When you get over to the quarry, there should be copper. This is what we're looking for. Just grab all the copper. Now, if it's all mined out and it looks like this, you might have to wait for everything to reset. But hopefully there should be some copper on the ground you're able to take. If there isn't, all mined out, you're looking for this stuff. Use your flint pickaxe to mine it. It fell to the map. Wow. If you're impatient like me, you could take out these Terrabotas. They do a lot of damage. I'll be careful, but if you really feel like you can take them, you can probably do it. I'm going to use my hammer I found inside the mountain pass to take them out. Now, if you're going to fight them, I recommend having a long handle. So this hammer is perfect. I'm going to continue fighting these Terrabotas until I have enough. I'll cut back to when I have. Okay, so I died. These guys do a lot of damage, so I'd be careful about that. Wow. If you don't feel like going to the quarry because everything's mined out, and you don't want to fight Terrabotas, go to the mines. Now, the mines is just next to the quarry, and make sure to bring a light because it does get pretty dark down here. As you go down to the mines, So I know it can get a little laggy, but that's to be expected. It's a really huge area. Now these are called levels. This is what you want to look for while you're exploring the mines. Okay, we have entered the mines. We'll look for some copper. On the mines, you may find these. These are ore deposits. Just mine them to get your copper. After you have gathered all your resources for your copper hammer, you make your way over to the blacksmith. It's where you will be getting all your ores and throwing them into this chute with the arrow pointing towards it. And you just want to close it. Now we will start making the ores. Now what you want to do is you want to get your mold that you set down earlier, grab it. So now you grab your mold, put it in this section right here, and then put in the required amount of ingots. So this one is 3. You just get a pouch, and you put the 3 in here. There we go. We got our hammer. But now we need to make a handle for our hammer. This is where carpentry comes in hand. Inside later videos, I will show you on how to properly get materials. So yes, there is easier ways to do this, but I don't want to go and get one. So after you choose this handle with the small thing and the long, I don't know what to call it. You want to throw in the required amount of wood. In this case, it's 6. I don't have flint. Give me one sec. You want to do the same thing about whenever you decraft all your items. But this time you want to line it with the blue thing until your remote starts to vibrate and you hit it. After you have your hammer, you can get your hammer, put it in. And wow, you have our first hammer. After you have your hammer, you can make your way all the way back over to the craft house and set your bag. To do this, all you have to do is just place the item over the highlighted section. Like that. Get your strips, place them next, and to hammer, you just get your hammer and hit the nails. If something does that, that's bad. That means the item is getting low on HP and you have to take it out and put it back in. There you go, first layer is done. Now we need to get our buckles. That's all the buckles done. Now we should put the final 2 strips on. Boom! There's your bag. Now just transfer all your items into your new bag. And from here, now you have the option to add side pouches. Now, side pouches are things that actually add extra space on your bag. So you can see we actually have a few more leather and a few more strips. So we should make a pouch. Just rip out the page and put it in. Now you start making the pouch. Now to add an attachment on, put your bag on these hooks, and put the attachment on the highlights and hammer it in. There we go. Now if you still have extra materials, you can also make a weapons hook. Now this thing, I really like them because you're able to put big items on your bag. I'll demonstrate on what that means. So let me just make it real quick. There you go. There's the hook finished. Just put it on here, put it on there, and hammer it in. Boom. So basically, on what this pouch does is, on these two holsters, you're able to holster weapons. On these, so you're not. So basically, what this one is it acts as a quick access point to grab a weapon. So my hammer is on there right now, and so usually if I wanted to grab it in my bag, I have to pull my bag off and then grab it. But if it's in this holster, you're able to just reach behind your back and grab it. And you're also able to reach behind your back and put it back. See, it's still on my bag. So what I would do is I would put my hammer right there. So I can reach back, grab my hammer without having to open up my bag. So, you got your bag. Now what do you need? There's one thing left to do to get yourself fully started inside the server. To make tools. Once you make it back over to the blacksmith, you can go over to this desmelter. Now you should have extra materials after you created your bag, like these buckles and plates that you got from the cauldrons and lanterns. You're going to want to throw all of these in here. You have to throw them individually. You can't do it in a pouch. Don't know why. It just doesn't like that. And get the plates. Throw all the plates in. Now all you want to do is just pump this. Hear that sound? Only your iron should be smelted into bars, which is a lot of iron. So now what you want to do is you should hopefully have extra copper. If you don't have extra copper, you can go back over to the mines or quarry to get more. After you get your copper and your iron, you're going to throw the equivalent. So like I only have 18, so I would get 18 iron and throw it in with the copper. Now this will be making red iron, which is a really strong material for early game. If you want to make it go faster, just crank this handle. You should have 18 red iron. Now you might be saying, what should I make? Things that I recommend making are a pickaxe and a hammer. Now these items are really important because you can already understand a pickaxe, so you can go mining and get more iron and copper. So that's the first thing we're going to make. We just find the pickaxe mold. Here it is. I'm going to be putting 4 red iron in there. Wait for this to smelt. There we go. Now we have ourselves a pickaxe. Now, I already found one of these earlier, but if you didn't find one of these handles, you can make these inside the carpentry, and you're going to be able to make a pickaxe. So now you have a red iron pickaxe. Now the next thing you're going to be able to make is a forging hammer. Now, forging hammers are important because you're able to forge items, which you're going to need basically to play the game. So we're gonna need 5. So let's get 5. And let's throw it in there. And out comes a blacksmith hammer. Put this in your bag for now. Now the next thing you're probably going to need is, I wouldn't really say that you're going to need an axe yet, so you just make a sword. I like this sword. It costs 6. You see we're starting to run out of red iron. That's fine. So we need 6 of this. There you go. There we go, we have our sword. And then you're going to need a guard for your sword. Which is... I'm going to do that one. Where is the guard? There it is. After you make your sword blade, you're going to need a guard. There you go. See, we need 3. Let's get our leftover red iron and throw it in here. And out comes the guard. So now we have all the things we're going to need to make our starting weapons and tools. But now we're going to need to get more wood to make handles for our weapons. Over to the woodcut valley, which is just over the sandstone bridge. After you go into this area, you're going to walk straight forward to that very back tree. To get to this back tree, there should be a bridge. Just walk right over here. You'll see there'll start being trees. And if you still have your flint pick, you're going to be able to mine all this. But I actually don't have mine. So I'm going to resort into killing the Goteras. These guys drop a decent amount of wood, and they're pretty easy to kill with wood anyway. Now the best way to take them on is just to do it one at a time. Okay, so to make the handles, you're going to need is you're going to be able, so you got to make. Now for your hammer and pickaxe, you're going to need this handle. You have to make 2 of these. But I already had one, so I don't need to. The handle for our hammer. Boom. Now we're going to need a handle for our sword. Now this is the handle you're going to need for the sword. It's the short sword handle. Once you finish, you should end up with this handle. So, you might be wondering, why can I not put my sword on my handle? It's because you need to forge it. Now, forging items is pretty simple. You go over to the blacksmith, which is where I'm at right now, and put the item that you want to like heat up inside of the furnace. Now you want to wait until the item is heated up, and then you want to get your forging hammer. After your item is fully heated up, you want to grab it out and start hammering. You see, whenever it starts to flatten, that means it's being hammered. There we go. Now you have a forged sword. Now you're actually able to put your sword on your handle. And you have a fully fledged red iron sword. Now, if you find this guide useful to starting out in your ATT server, I would highly recommend subscribing because, this is my first video. I'm trying to figure out how to start a YouTube channel. So, this means a lot to me, Like, I've been wanting to do this for many years. So, just like and subscribe. It'll mean a lot. And should hopefully have all the stuff I have in this video. All this stuff. And, yeah. Enjoy playing Township Tale. It's a fun game. There's a ton more stuff left to explore in this game. Probably do more tutorials on how to use, like more in-depth tutorials on how to use each thing and how, like, the characteristics of it. And also, I will be playing more games, such as Ghost of War, one of my personal favorite games. Sometimes Rec Room, I don't really know. It's a mixed game, I don't really like it too much. A new game that came out called Yeep's Hide and Seek. It's really fun. That might actually be my next video. But no, more VR content. It's really what I'm aiming to do. So, yeah. Hope this tutorial was useful. Expect more coming soon. If you need more help about some things, I'm working on uploading more videos. So, I'm just carrying this thing on way too much. I'm sorry. But please consider subscribing, turn on notifications. I'm trying to start YouTube. And if this video gets 2 likes, I'll make a blacksmithing and carpentry tutorial video. I'm probably gonna do it anyways, even if it doesn't, but I hope it does. But if so, I consider, I mean, even if you don't, I don't really care, but just have a nice day. If you're going to bed, have a good night, and see you later.